Hello, hello, and welcome back to Seth Plays Spelunky 2. Let's get it right into it. Let's play as Demi, one or the other. Let's do it. The lady from the last game that you would have to rescue. That's pretty much all I know about it. I haven't checked the logbook. But let's get right into it. I'm feeling good. This is a completely new week of recording. I haven't recorded one of these videos in a little while. I mean, it's, coming out at the same time every day by design for you, my mysterious viewer. We're not going to talk about that. I was saying that I was feeling good, and I still am. We're going to have 4 HP at the end of this, so that's all that matters. Alright, just, my brain is a little bit slow to start, but it's all gonna be alright. That guy's getting smoked by the arrow trap. We'll wake this guy up. Finally know what the tings are, by the way. The tings of that I just thought were part of the music are actually the sounds of a caveman rousing. Let's just go ahead and not worry about this bat. What's he gonna do? There we go, taking him down. We're on our way, we're getting a little extra gold. I mean, honestly, that much, a pink ruby obviously is really strong, but I'm not gonna risk it. I want to walk out of there with 4 HP, and that's exactly what I did. Okay, so we are looking for the key on this one. I mean, that's tempting to try and get my hands on this jetpack. I'm gonna do what I can, because it doesn't... Wow. What a bunch of pots. I don't know if I could have managed to jump on that guy in order to make that work. So it's unfortunate to have to use a rope there, because I do plan on just using as many ropes as possible, just because they will become completely irrelevant once I am able to get that jetpack. But it's gonna be tough. I'm kind of thinking, and this may be a mistake. We'll see. But I'm thinking I buy the Matic here, and I get to mine it. I mine as many rubies as I can. Okay, this is an unnecessary one, but bunch of skeletons. Cause I want to get my hands on the I want to get my hands on the jetpack. You know it, I know it. It's the right play. We've made our money back from getting the Matic here. But beyond that, we've still got a ways to go. Wow. Could have been bad. Could have been bad, but it wasn't. Okay, so getting that will be important. Trying to just make our way. A little scared. But I was going to say before this whole jetpack situation presented itself. Okay, that could have definitely gone worse, because I do want my hands on that idol. Didn't really think that one through. We're alright though. I don't think... Yeah, if we had gotten the idol, we would have been able to afford it. So that's too bad, because we could have done the ghost pod and blah blah blah. And we did use some... It's close. We did end up using more ropes than I would have in order to get to this point, but it's alright. There are, in my mind, only a few items that are necessary in order to have success in the game. And those items are 1. Spike shoes. Spike shoes being able to help you kill the Caveman King without needing any bombs or needing to throw a rock back and forth 15 times or however many times it is. So number 1, spike shoes. Number 2, cape. Cape is essential because you need it to survive once you have cleared the way. Once Olmec has cleared the way down to the lava. If you've got the cape, you can drift down, which is pretty much required, because if you don't have it, surprising hit there. Okay, we do have turkeys though. Hate when that happens, because it's like it doesn't fall straight down every time, so when it does, it just comes as a surprise. So that's pretty much it. You need spike shoes, you need the cape, and you need glue, because glue is what will allow you to kill Olmec once you've done all the work in terms of blowing up all the ground. And that's really it. So if I see those things, I'm buying them. That's more or less how it goes. If I see them, I buy it. So I'm gonna go over here just because I've got the turkey in order to get me out. But then I do think the move is to just blow up the turkeys, because I can't get them over there without using more resources. So yeah, I do think this is the play. Drop this down right here, and we're not doing this too fast, but that's completely fine because I never got the if I get a floor 2 skeleton key, I mean that's pretty much the only way that I'm going to go for that speed run to try and get to the walrus shopkeeper's secret room that I'm always too slow to get to. Okay, so we are on the Caveman King, and we are without spike shoes. We've got a rock, which is, you know, never a great position to be in. Might as well clear this way just in case. Not sure where the rock has gone, but we can just take this one. So I gotta remember to try and come back up in order to, okay, I'm alive. Almost messed it up there. I pretty much thought that he just instant killed you if he touched you at all. But it appears that is not the case. Now I gotta try and get him to free up my forest route. No, sir. I feel like I know that it's like you've gotta kind of delay him a little bit in order to get him to run all the way. Like you gotta... Wow, he just stopped yet again! I wish he would just do what I want. Make this whole interaction way easier. So I'll just let him walk past me, I guess. I'm gonna try and do a little jump down throw. Didn't nail it. Smoked me. Smoked me just like that. Alright, we're back. We're feeling good. Let's make this a good one. First one, I mean, honestly, not that bad. Just was struggling to get him to do what I wanted. And I feel like, and this may be completely untrue, but I feel like there's like a hidden sound stat that will trigger certain interactions. Okay, so this is rough. I'm gonna try and jump there. Alright, it worked out for me. Alright. Wasn't sure we would be able to pull that off. You know what? Let's just run it. Let's just run it right back. That was a bit of a rough start, losing 3 HP like that to one of the most basic traps in the game. Not what you love to see. But we're in it, we're ready, I'm rejuvenated. I had a nice weekend. I watched the online BTS concert. I know that this is like a Wednesday or a Thursday. If you're watching this, the video it came out. You know, I'm talking to you, my bots that are watching, in order to see if there's anything I've said that you can sell to me later. But you know, regardless, I appreciate you being here, human or otherwise. And you know, we're just trying to make our way through this run here. But yeah, I watched the BTS concert, the online BTS concert, which was, I mean, you know, no exaggeration, it was incredible. I mean, they're really, truly some of the greatest performers out there. And it's definitely gotta be weird to perform full energy and then just hear them pipe in like a laugh track of applause, which was kind of making me think, like, in a sitcom, it's not always a live studio audience, right? Like, that's just something they say. That's a little Hollywood magic, right? I assume that they just claim that it's a live studio audience when really it's just like they add it in post. Like, they add the laugh track in post, like on oh. All right. I mean, I'm a little bit slow on time. Excuse me. I may have made a mistake. How do I do this? I just kind of picked it up. There we go. Okay. All right, let's go. So that hopefully that isn't what costs us being able to get into the secret room, but remember, we have to move extremely fast. So what that means is we're just going to blow this up and be on our way. So we need to move exceptionally fast. This is going to be tough. Tried to whip it, but was absolutely completely off. Wow. That should do it. And we're on our way. We're dropping down. So I made sure to get that money because, like, if I can get, I mean, I don't think that's really gonna help me. Unbelievable. An arrow trap has triggered the shopkeeper for me. Pretty surprising and impressive. So that, of course, combined is suppressive. Let's make this work, though. Send him off that way. Just send a bomb right at him. Didn't work. Got hit by an off-screen arrow trap. This is what happens when you play super fast, but if I could just get this cat, if I could just manage to get this cat, there we go. Wow, I mean, what an unlucky trigger. I think I must have, like, blown up the skulls that were there. Oh, right, and then there's this guy. If you could just jump on over. Oh, man. I didn't think he would jump up there. I thought it was a quick one, so he can run it back fast. I mean, that was so unlucky to get an arrow trap to trigger and kill the shopkeeper. I mean, what are you supposed to do about that? I got to, like, take the hit in order to keep him safe. It just went all the way. It's unbelievable. All right, but let's do a real run. I still want to kind of go with a little bit more speed. Just because, you know, I want to keep these keep the runs at a reasonable length. Right, so let's move on. It's also been as you know, it is spooky month as I'm recording this. It is the cursed time of the year. where everybody rewatches the same Halloween movies that they've seen a million times. And, you know, I'm no exception. But for me, what I've been doing is I've been reading some horror short stories. And I read, what was it called? It's something like, Here There Are Monsters or something like that. It's a short story that's been, turned into a Hulu show called Monsterland, which is a terrible name. The original book name isn't that much better, but it's certainly better than Monsterland. But I'm personally surprised that it's even, you know, become a TV show, because, like, reading it, it's like, it's incredibly well written. It is exceptionally well done. But that being said, it's like, there's not so much, like, it's not so much that you'll be scared, but more so that you'll just be, like, saddened. Like, they just present it in a way where, like, the horror is just, like, can you imagine the love of your life dying? It's just, like, the whole scary moment. Or, like, what if there were, what if werewolves were real, but you still had to go to work the next day? But you still, you still had to work at your part-time job. It's like, yeah, that would suck. For sure. But that's just kind of what all of the stories are like, is just like you finish the story and you're like not gonna have a nightmare. You just need to like call your therapist. It's pretty much what the end result is. Alright, so here I'm gonna go ahead and cop the spring shoes. If I could just get you to trigger those arrow traps, that would be great. So I've got both of these. I mean, it's such a bad situation to be in, but I want their HP. Okay, we've done it. We have done it. We'll just go ahead and drop a bomb there. So, I mean, I know spring shoes were not on my list of must-buys, but it's really like, I gotta protect myself from those thorns. Having the protection from thorns makes the forest floor so much easier to accomplish. A lot of people say to buy bomb box. I don't disagree. I just don't think it's essential, is pretty much my opinion on that. Gonna need to use a rope, it seems. Okay. But yeah, I'll be checking out Monsterland. But I've also been reading like very old short stories, because I saw the movie Colors Out in Space, something like that. It's Nicolas Cage and the guy that played Jesse in the OA is in it, and then I don't know what the other actors are from, but that's a great movie. You can get that one online on if you have access to the library-based streaming service Hoopla. You can just watch that one for free, and it's very good. It's like a high-budget B movie is how I would describe it, because it's like there's so much overacting, so much crazy stuff is going on, but it's like the editing and the colors and all of that, it's all really nice. It's all really, really good, and Nicolas Cage does like an incredible job being playing the father, who just starts as like playing a normal actor and then just fully descends into like being Nick Cage in all the other movies you'd expect from him. Like, it almost like he's becoming the guy that he plays in Mandy, which is also another great movie. Similar vibe in the sense of colors, but I mean not a similar movie really. So no spike shoes makes this difficult. difficult to get the kill, that is. Hopefully I can just get through it. All the skulls broke. Go ahead and break that. Send him out this way. Just go all the way. Why is he doing this? All of a sudden. Anyway, so the movie Colors Out in Space. There's a guy that's playing who's supposed to be like the witness. You know, there's always in these like occult sort of stories, you always have to have a witness. I think with not having a rock even to throw at him, and not having that much time, I've only hit him like 3 times or something, I think I'm just gonna go. But anyway, the guy that plays like the witness of the story is like he's like a student of water science, but he's come to this town to test their water even though he's still a student. I don't think he's a professional, that he's still just in the learning phase, but I could be wrong. But anyway, he's hanging out just at a tent in the darkness because he's, you know, can't be checking water at night now. And he's reading a book called The Willows. First of all, he's reading this book and simultaneously he is listening to the radio. Now that is one of the most horrifying things I've ever seen, and it's not even played as scary. This was so much, I was like, this isn't any problem, and that became so much scarier. So much scarier than I thought it would be. Okay, would love to, honestly, paste, no complaints. Should work fine, and indeed it did. Okay, nice. Oh, yes, my boy. Can you go ahead and get this guy for me, though? No, I didn't mean to hit you. Come on. Bring me the dog. Drop the dog off for me. Thank you. Now we're leaving. Don't throw the pot. So he's reading the book and listening to the radio at the same time. I mean, how can you possibly do either when you're doing both? I don't understand it at all. You gotta be barely paying attention to either the media you're trying to consume at the same exact time. But he's reading this book called The Willows. And so I looked it up, and it's this guy whose name I, of course, don't remember. But I've given you the book title, so that should be enough if you want to find out yourself. And he's reading... I look up the book, and it's by this guy from, like, the turn of the century, who is, like, an insanely prolific writer. He's written so many stories. Alright. Rest in peace. Rest in peace to my friend. Okay. Hopefully this reaches. Like this. Ooh. That skull appeared right inside of my hitbox. Oh, but I've done it. Anyway, so this guy, he wrote, wow, that's just a free hover pack? Just not even in a crate? It must have been in a crate. I can see it. Nice. Hover pack. I like never buy it because it's just like you know, obviously not nearly as good as a jetpack. Or I think it's probably even worse than the power pack, but God, it's fun to use. Anyway, so this guy, prolific horror writer, wrote a bunch of horror short stories at like the turn of the century. And he was a big inspiration to H.P. Lovecraft. And H.P. Lovecraft, I've got, you know, it's a very conflicting relationship with him, as you might imagine. Because he's like notoriously a racist, I think it's fair to say. So I don't like, you know, supporting his content in any way. And it's funny to call an author a content maker, but that's essentially what he is. So I don't try to support it. And like, you know, I've read some stories in the past. Just float on a cross and get hit by a mosquito and just die to the spikes. You hate to see it. God, I should really call it now. I'll be talking more about the Willows and the different horror short stories that I've been reading in the next video, which will be coming out in 24 hours, same time, same place. Seth Plays on YouTube. We're doing Spelunky 2 all month, new video every single day. If the algorithm has blessed me into bringing you to this video, I really appreciate you checking out a much smaller and newer channel. I promise on the next run tomorrow, we will be doing insanely well. We're going to get all the way to the end, which is what you want. We're going to see the credits. We're going to unlock every remaining secret character, and we're going to win. It's going to be so quick. We're going to do it in 20 minutes, so make sure you check that out. It's going to be great. I appreciate you watching. I'm getting brutalized on the screen, and I will see you tomorrow.